Hey everybody, Matt here, or Tarius. So at the moment I'm sick and I just need to throw together a crappy lazy video that's only been done once. This is the first time a ranking video has ever happened. But, but yeah, the reason I haven't uploaded in a while is just because I'm working on a few big project thingamajigs and I kind of need something to fill in the space. So, this is a lazy video. This is an original video. This has never, ever, ever been done. Everyone knows that. Anyway, enough with the shitty sarcasm. Let's get to the ranking. Let's get this over and done with. So, Origins Chronicles. Now, I think I'd put it at A because I actually prefer the original. I've always loved the original. Particularly because, I don't know, Origins is just too easy in Chronicles, and I don't know, I feel like the crappy graphics definitely add to it instead of it all being polished. So that's my reasoning behind that one. Verrucht, S tier. I love Verrucht. I know that it's a bare bones map, but this is my opinion. If you don't like it, feel free to shit on me in the comments. But yeah. Ancient Evil. Now, I think it was definitely one of the good ones in Black Ops 4, but I still think it's a B tier. The Final Reich, I'd say B. It was kind of bare bones, which was what it was trying to do. It was a good introduction. I just didn't like World War II in general. But yeah, that's kind of my reasoning behind that one. Bus Depot, F. Mob of the Dead, A. Mob of the Dead is extremely overrated. I love it, don't get me wrong. The Easter egg's just really, really shitty. And, I don't know, I just always had distaste for it. Not distaste, that's a bad word to use. I've had a distaste for how popular it is, considering it's mediocre. But I love Mob of the Dead. Distaste was a terrible word to use. Kino De Toten, overrated as all hell. I'm going to put it at B. I would put it at A and S, in my opinion, but at the same time, it's always nostalgia that gets to me. Doris, Black Ops 1, same as Shino Numa. I've never really liked Shino Numa, so I'll put it at a D tier. Shangri-La Chronicles, I think, was a massive improvement onto Shangri-La. I do prefer Chronicles over Black Ops 1. However, gonna put it at A. C tier. I'll put it at C tier. Shadows of Evil, S tier, all the way. Shino Numa, put it at the same thing. Because I'm not the biggest fan of it. Verrucht Chronicles goes up in S tier as well. I think it was... actually, I'll put it A, because I don't really like how they changed the difficulty. Like, it's way too easy. I love the difficulty of Verrucht. I don't know why, but I've always loved it. I was shit, and I still am. I think my highest round is only 43 in Chronicles. That was, I think, 30 in Verrucht or 20 in Verrucht. Black Ops 1. But, yeah, Black Ops 3's Verrucht was just a bit easier. Blood of the Dead, I hate this map with a fucking passion. I know that it's, like, heavily underrated. I do think it does have some good qualities, but I fucking hate this map, and I always will. Descent, probably a D tier. I don't think it was that bad. Duraz and Drach, S tier, personally, but that's kind of, A tier, actually. I think A tier. And I know this is gonna start, like, this is gonna piss a lot of people off. Seeing Verrucht above Duraz and Drach is just disgusting in a lot of people's eyes. Zombies in Space is S tier. I love Zombies in Space. I love Infinite Warfare in general. I think Infinite Warfare was definitely underrated as all hell. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It is one of my favorite Zombies games. The Darkest Shore. Now, this is just a World War II problem in general, but I didn't really like it. I mean, I think it's good, like B tier, kind of. Tortured Path, C. Voyage of Despair. There was so much wrong with it. I'm going to put D, just because it wasn't that bad, but it was bad enough because my hopes were high. They really, like, made it this big, big thing, and they completely ruined it. That's just how I see that. Uh, Once again, sorry for my nasally voice. My voice is more annoying than usual. That's particularly just because of the very... I'm sick. I feel like shit. Anyway, Buried. I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm like one of the only people that dislike this map. Like, I wouldn't put it at F tier, I'd put it at C tier, but I just don't like it. Crusted House can just go in F tier just because... it's a good introduction, D. Alpha Omega was fucking boring, D. Call of the Dead, I am one of those fanboys. I think I'm one of the ones that'll rub their nips hard to this map. We got Kino De Toten. C. I think C. Garog Kroby. Once again, with Buried, I'm one of the only people that dislike this map. However, it's fun. It's not fun to dick around in, but when you have like friends and you're doing the Easter egg, it can be pretty fun. So I'll put it at C. Doris is S tier. I love it. Doris. The Giant is S tier. I know this seems like... it seems kind of unfair, but I don't know. Nocta and Toten Chronicles can go in just the same. It's still the same. Targ de Toten wasn't that bad, but I'm definitely not putting it above all these maps, so I'm gonna put it right here. Just because I don't know. For Black Ops 4, it was amazing. In general, though, it's kind of shitty. Dire can go fuck itself. Like, absolutely go fuck itself. So I'm going to chuck that at F tier. Alright, just a heads up, because next is IW. IW, I have massive respect. I love IW. So, just so you know, it's going to go above some maps that you would look at me and smack me in the fucking face if you could. So, Shao and Shuffle, B tier map, I love it. Zetsubo no Shima, my favorite map in Black Ops 3. My favorite map in Black Ops 3, hands down. Town can go in B. I love Town. Just a nostalgia. Nocta and Toten Black Ops 1 can just go in C tier as well. Dead of the Night. It got a bad rap. And not many people actually knew about it in the first place. But I personally dislike this map. I find this map extremely tedious and just kind of boring. I think the Easter eggs boss fight was fine, but it wasn't that good. So I'm going to put it at D. Ascension, all the way up at S tier. I love Ascension to shit. Raven the Redwoods is probably my least favorite map in Infinite Warfare, so that's going to go to D tier just because, The Frozen Dawn was... The Easter egg was extremely tedious, and I don't like the map at all. Infection, believe it or not, is going up in D tier. It's not an F tier. I think it's a decent map. But that's all I can really explain it as. I don't think anybody can explain it better. Classified. Let's see. B. B for sure. The Shadowed Throne. D. D Machine can go right up at A. D Machine was fucking good. Like, actually amazing. Like, for what it was great. For Rooked Black Ops 1, I never played this too much. But I'm going to assume it's the exact same as... Just chuck it there. Origins, now... I used to hate this map. I used to hate this map with a passion. Used to absolutely despise it. But recently I've been playing it quite a lot with my brother. And, I mean, I've come to love it. So that's going to go to A tier. Objectively, it's S, but I personally wouldn't put it as. Moon, one of my favorite zombies maps. Chronicles was way better than the original Moon. I'm just going to quickly chuck Moon up at A. You'd think that because it's one of my favorites it'd be an S, but no, Chronicles definitely fixed all the problems with it. Far. D. Tacky Radioactive thing, I love this map. A tier. I love the Easter egg too. I'm like the only person that likes the chemistry step. Shangri-La. This was the original Shangri-La. This goes up in A. I think. Oh wait, no. It's C. Beast from Beyond is an F tier map. It was shit. It was boring. I'm gonna put Kino De Chronicles down here. 9 was definitely an S tier map. That one I don't think I have to explain much. It was like it was one of the only good maps in Black Ops 4, and it was like the only reason I kept playing up until DLC 3, 4. Other than obviously wanting to play the conclusion of the Ether storyline, but 5, I think 5's great. B tier. Revelations. It's fun to fuck around in, so that's gonna go in B. Nuketown, bare bones but fun, so I'm gonna chuck it at C. Ascension Chronicles, S tier. Outbreak. I actually, believe it or not, Outbreak is my favorite map in Advanced Warfare. Sorry, so I'm gonna chuck that. I'm gonna chuck it A tier. Not A, it doesn't deserve A, probably B. Carrier, never been a big fan. D. Transit. Now, hear me out. Transit, it's objectively the shittiest map. Well, not, I wouldn't say shittiest, I actually can have fun. But when you're playing with friends, when you're playing with a bunch of friends, and you find out who you can trust, due to the fact that they left you behind with a fucking bus, it's fun. I think Transit. I'm gonna get smacked for this, but I'm gonna put it in B tier just because it is very fun. Kino De Toten. I'm gonna put it at C tier. Chronicles, just because I think Kino De Toten's main darkish atmosphere was really really good. Firebase Z. C. I gotta put it at C. Mount of Toten was good, but it was boring, so I'm gonna put it at B. Forsaken was so fucking underwhelming. I'm gonna put it at D. Durang Fang. That's the map in. What's it called? Vanguard. Yeah, no, that's an F tier. Yeah, that's an F tier. All right, so. A completely original video idea. I think that this. I'm just having a look, making sure that I've thought this all through and it's actually good. I have way too many S tier maps, but I think that's just because I'm gonna put the normal Doris at B. It's a classic, but it has its problems. It has terrible problems. Like the Giants in S tier, undisputed. Doris, I'll put down an A. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this one. This is just personal opinion. These are the ones I find the most fun to play, and that I can play for hours and hours and hours on end without problem. But yeah, I mean, that's just how I see it. So anyway, I thank you guys for watching. Sorry it's a lazy video, but I am working on a few things and I promise they're going to be out soon. I just needed something to fill in time. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.